Колеги, ми продовжимо робочі.
We continue our working day, and I invite Colonel Andriy, Lysenko, official spokesperson of the presidential administration. Yeah. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Please listen to the events that happened during the last 24 hours in the hostility area near Lugansk. The militants, even before the sunrise, carried out a series of shells near Stanitsa Lugansk, and the passage checkpoint was shelled and its work was suspended. Near Donetsk, during the last 24 hours, the biggest activities of the enemies was observed near Gorlivka, Sinovata, and near Avdiivka. Also, the mortar shellings happened at the Svetlodarsk Bridge in Zaitsev and Mayorsk. They shelled immediately at the several locations. Also, the snipers activated their work. Actually, there were no quiet places, and traditionally, the territory around Donetsk takes almost 2/3 of all the enemy shellings at the contact line and at the front line. During the last day, there was 41 shelling. This is because of the long distance of the of this contact line and the huge numbers of military equipment here, but the militants have heavy losses. The intelligence service proves that yesterday 14 bodies were transported to the Donetsk hospitals and 18 wounded occupants. Near Mariupol, the animals used artillery, 124mm howitzers, and from Sakhanka, which is occupied by militants, they launched more than 30 shells upon our positions. Near Marinka is in the past. The snipers are very active. Also, they use mortars and armored vehicles. Also, near Mariupol in general, there were totally 18 different shellings, each third from heavy weaponry and each third the snipers fire. In result of military activities, combat activities, there were no killed soldiers from Ukrainian servicemen, but 2 servicemen were wounded. The law enforcers continue to expropriate the ammunition near contact line. Some days ago, in Priship village in Slavyansk district, an owner of the village cottage have found the arsenal, explosive ordnance, and some ammunition which appeared there during the time of his absence. Also, in Krasnoarmeysk, local resident had supplied to the law enforcement unit 3.5 cartridges to Kalashnikov automatic gun. He found it in the field. Also, the emergency service had neutralized 105 units of explosive ordnance found in the Donetsk region near Slavyansk and Yasinov districts. These are most mortar mines and grenades. Also, the military training of Ukrainian servicemen continues. This is in Zhytomyr region with young lieutenants of the airborne brigades, and in Lugansk regions, the Ukrainian Armed Forces servicemen trained in shooting and opening fire and counteracted to subversive groups, reconnaissance operations, etc. And the last briefing for today will